And I didn't know much at 28, but I did know that I couldn't turn this business around by myself. I lacked the experience, and frankly, I lacked the credibility with our manufacturer partners. And so I set out to find the best person I could to help me. I remember Frank walking into the room, we shook hands. He took a seat and I started in on my list of prepared questions. Right then, Frank, if you were successful in getting this job, what's the first thing you'd do to stop the losses? Coffee. I quite like coffee. I'd start with a cup of coffee. Coffee? I was starting to think this was yet another waste of time, albeit a more entertaining one. Right then, Frank, I'll get us a cup of coffee. Then an amazing thing happened. Frank had his first cup of coffee. The caffeine kicked in, and he gave me a brilliant step-by-step plan of exactly what to do, not just to stop the losses, but to put the business back on the road to success. Before he left, he looked at me and he said, "Richard, you know I drink an unhealthy amount of coffee. In fact, a few years ago, I got the shakes, so I stopped drinking it. And then I realized I was still shaking. I thought, might as well enjoy myself." We shook hands. He looked at me and he said, "Richard, I realize I'm expensive for a business of this size, but I'll promise you one thing. I'll get the job done." And what I'd like to share with you today are some lessons that I learned from my mentor, Frank, about how to improve your business and simultaneously how to have a better life.
It was fun, one of his key lessons. And he's lively, he's funny, and his manner of storytelling engaged the audience and certainly me.
Well, when I tell you we were 245th out of 250 dealers for customer satisfaction at the time, hey, it was a stretch goal. But then you see, we didn't just put it on a plaque and put it behind reception and say, "Yep, that's a vision dealt with, moving on." We actually lived it.
What I love about Richard's presentation is the fact that no matter your position in any organization, whether you're the leader, whether you're a team member, whether you're working with a nonprofit or your family, you take something away and you learn about yourself and others in the process.
What baffles me is that a lot of businesses don't put much time or effort into recognition because guess what? It's free.
Again, we're all business people and people in sales, people in various professions, and I think it's something that we can all use.
By the time I sold the car business in June 2008, I'd made my role redundant pretty much. I was coach and mentor, that's what I did. None of this stuff is particularly revolutionary, but I'll tell you in a way that you can actually implement it and get results. Probably the key to our whole turnaround strategy can be summed up by this slide. Hire A players. What do I mean by A players? I mean people that contribute disproportionately to the success of your business. The people who really move the needle. And the funny thing about A players is you find them in the strangest of places. And I remember we had a salesman called Henry. Henry was one of our top producers. He sold about 20 cars a month, every month, and with pretty good margins. But Henry had a bad attitude. So much so that I asked Henry to come to my office one day. He sat down. I said, "Henry, look, the reason I've asked to see you is I've got 10 customer complaints on my desk, and they've all got your name on them. I'd like to find a way that you can continue selling cars, but without this sort of collateral damage." "Oh, whatever. I'm the best sales guy you got. I sell 20 cars a month, every month. I can't believe we're having this conversation. You want to talk to that other lot down there? Bunch of rookies. Henry, come on, that's not helping. I'm trying to find a win-win here. I know you're a good salesman, but you're promising things we can't deliver. You're costing the service department money, and I ain't changing nothing. Nothing. I'm good at what I does. And if you don't like that, I'm quite happy to go work somewhere else. I could get a job just like that at another dealership. Well, Henry, I think that's an excellent idea. Now that you've put it like that, I think you should go. And I watched as Henry stormed out of my office, jumped in his car and peeled out of the dealership, leaving me wondering what had just happened. Oh, God, 20 cars a month, 20 cars a month. Where am I going to find that? That was supposed to be a motivational chat. That didn't exactly go to plan. That night I got home and I shared with my wife what had happened. She listened patiently, as she does. And then finally she said, honey, if she was English, she'd probably have started with darling. Honey, I've had Henry up to here as well. I keep hearing from you about he's bullying the sales team. He's letting customers down. He's doing this, he's doing that. He's a total prima donna. He's costing you money. You're doing the right thing. He has to go. Just next time, try and hire someone who's got a good attitude. Good attitude. Good attitude. I'd heard that somewhere before. Suddenly I was flashed back to my days at university, my Scottish professor, and he said to me, aye, laddie, if you want to be a success in business, you go out and recruit the smartest people you can find. Just make sure they're smarter than you are and have a good attitude, and you'll be just fine. Good attitude. About a week later, I got a phone call from my wife. She was out shopping for a stroller for our first child. Hello? Oh, hello. Hello, darling, yeah. Yeah? Yeah, I know the shop. You want me to come down there, really? Oh. You want me to meet Louise? She's got a good attitude. Okay. All right, I'll see you shortly. About 10 minutes later, I walk into the store and I meet Louise, 5'8", brown hair cut into a bob, immaculate business suit. I could tell she was a class act. She spent about 20 minutes asking us all sorts of qualifying questions. Where we worked, what were our hobbies, where did we like to go on vacation. And then, once she had enough information, she sprang into action. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited for you guys. I think you're going to be great parents, by the way. Now, come here, come and see this. This is the new stroller from Mamas and Papas. Look at this thing, very robust, easy to fold down, easy to fold up, super. Oh, it's just a great product. And look, it's even got cup holders. I mean, Richard, you said you like your coffee. You think that's good. Look at this. This is a travel version of the same stroller. Look how small it goes. I mean, that would easily go in the overhead on a plane. Melissa, you said you like to visit your family in Colorado. Well, I'll tell you what, if you buy both today, I'll throw in, free of charge, that luxury baby travel cot you were looking at. So how would you like to pay, cash or credit? American Express. I spent $1,000 that day. $1,000? We didn't even have a baby yet. She was good. Really good. I went back to see her the next day, and I said, Louise, I'd like you to take my business card. I'm in shock at how much money I spent yesterday, but the funny thing is it was an absolute pleasure. You're clearly very good at what you do, and I'd like you to just consider maybe coming and working with me. No, I know you've probably not considered car sales as a career, but I think you'd be really good at it, which would be good for you, but it would also be pretty good for me. Just tell me you'll think about it. Well, a week later, she'd agreed to join us. But she was going from a basic salary of $30,000 to a basic salary of $10,000. Now, I'd like to tell you that she was an overnight success, but she had a few things going against her. She had no product knowledge, no customer base, didn't really understand our sales process. Oh, and she was the only woman on a sales team of 30 guys. Then my sales manager, Bob, found out what she used to do for a living. She sold buggies, baby buggies. Richard, are you serious? You basically fire one of our top producers and you replace him with a girl that sells baby buggies. I mean, I know they've both got 4 wheels, but really? Bob, calm down. Look, she's got a great attitude. I think just continue to support her. I think she's going to be fine. Well, she was better than fine. By the end of the year, she was our top retail salesperson. The following year, she sold almost 300 cars, which was extraordinary. She went on to become an even better sales manager who single-handedly turned around the fortunes of our new car sales operation. And so what I learned from this experience is that if you're looking for A players, don't just look at experience, but start by looking for transferable skills and someone who's got a great attitude. Because I believe if you surround yourself with people who've got great attitudes, you can achieve amazing results.